bump in the sidewalk, and the front wheel flies clean off the bike. Completely separate from the bike now. And I'm like, of course I fall. I get this little, my black eye is not from anything but this little scrape on my eye right here. Got a scrape and the blood rushed to my eye. But that's not all that I hit. I also hit my hands. In my hands, it was a bad scrape. It was very bad. And I looked in my hands and I was like, this is a story I'm going to tell later. But I look in my hands and I'm overwhelmed because this is what happened. So I get up and it looks literally like I have holes in my hands. Holes in my hands, a scrape on my eye. And I was overwhelmed. I was completely overwhelmed to the point where the whole time that I was going, I wasn't overwhelmed in pain, but to me it was a sign. And I say this with such I want to say this as open as possible just because I don't want to turn people off to me or my message, but I'm just telling you guys about my life and what we've gone through. But I look at my hands, I noticed a scrape in my eye. I noticed these on my hands, and I was walking to the Grove, and I'm just on the sidewalk in tears the whole way. The whole way I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop, I wasn't sad. I just knew something was overwhelmingly taken over my life. Something had told me y'all know what this is, man. Y'all know what that is. And at first I was very scared. I was like, oh my gosh, this is, even just thinking about it is it's a lot. So it was just bleeding because I went in and out and I washed my hands. But I'm walking around, because I can't close my hands at the time because they're bleeding. So I have to walk around like this, or I'm walking around like this. So I'm walking around like this, and I'm going to get a Bible. Keep in mind, this is Sunday. This is the first day I've gone to church. I go and I fall, and I get this on my hands and this on my eye on the way to get a Bible. I'm crying the whole way. And on the way is when the guy talked about, they gave me the little Zan comment, which I was like, whatever. But it was funny because I go and I get the Bible, right? And I'm in the Bible section. I feel so weird. I'm like, what am I doing here, man? This is crazy. So I pick it out. I go down. My hands are still bleeding. And I'm going to the counter, and I noticed that the guy, of course, the guy I go to who's checking me out has a cross necklace. I'm like, all right, of course. So I go and I hand him this Bible. I'm like, yeah, man, this is it. I take out my card, and he sees my hands, the Bible. He's got a cross. I'm just kind of looking at him. I'm like, yeah, man, have a good day. Yeah, I'm just trying to get. I'm in no position to talk or anything. I'm just freaked out. I'm like, oh my goodness, so much to the point where I had to text the pastor. I was like, man, something just happened to me. I need to talk to you. It's nothing bad. I need insight. I need an answer. And so I go back to the 6 p.m. service, And I'm like, I get there and I sit through the whole thing again. I've gone to church twice in a day. This is unheard of. I've never done this in my life. So I'm there, and afterwards I get a chance to talk to him, and he comes up to me and I show him my hands, and he's like, "Oh my gosh." He just looks at me. He's like, "Wow." Like, he's like, "Whoa!" Like, because I just talked to him about the sacrifice and he told me about the sacrifice that I was making, you know? He was telling me that I had to sacrifice something in the same way that another man sacrificed himself. And it was so much to the point where I had to actually see. I had to actually see with my own eyes the evidence that I had to see it. And I was shown what sacrifice really is. And man, I have a hard time with this because it's so new to me, and a lot of times, you know, something good will happen. I'll receive a blessing. I'll receive a gift. And it's a clear gift from God, from good orderly direction to those of you who are on the fence. And at some point I just had to see it. I had to see it. I had to feel it. And these aren't just like scrapes, man. These are deep. Pretty deep. It's been really hard for me to like, it's been really hard for me to live with all of this right now and to not be sharing it with you guys because I don't know how to. So I figured the best way was to get on this live stream and share my story with whoever may be on the internet at this perfect time, because I feel like whoever's in this live stream, this was probably meant for you to hear. And yeah, it's my life has been it's been such a rush. There's been so many dramatic alterations. I want to tell you guys the name of this church now because it's a great place. It's called Fearless. It's called Fearless LA. And they're amazing people. I encourage you guys to come out, to come hang with us. These are their hats, actually. I'm going to be there at, the services. I'm going to be there building the church, and if you guys want to be a part of it, check out their website. And I just want to tell you guys that in the same way that this was, I think it's ironic. Not ironic, it's perfect. It's perfect because it's perfect. It's perfect timing because I think it's so perfect that the name is Fearless, because of everything that I was going through. The church that I found ultimately was one rooted in fighting fear. am yeah, I was saying, that's funny. Look, here's the thing, guys. For those of you who are in this live, I'm there, and I would love to meet you guys, but this is not my event. This is not my event, so know what you're coming for. Understand what you're coming to. This is not a plate, this is not a meet and greet. It's not what this is. But if you are there, you are present, I am more than happy to talk with you guys afterwards, to hear your stories. For right now, I'm at a point where there's some big things coming my way. Some things that are bigger than me. A lot bigger than me. And I know my life is going to change this year. I feel it. And that being said, this is what I've learned from all this is that it's not about me. None of this is about me. It's not about my strength. It's not about me being the best. Oh, I'm so tough. I'm so strong. Like, I can take on life. It's not through me. At the end of the day, I'm just an instrument. That's what I've learned. I'm an instrument. I'm a tool. And I encourage you guys to come. But also, the reason I tell you guys this is because I believe that at the end of this year, I will not be able to... Here's another fear I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm going to say it because I only have 187 people in here right now. I'm very scared. And this is something that I have to overcome right now. I'm scared of my success. I'm a very free person. I love to go on walks. I love to go outside. I love to go talk to random people. I love to be out in the world by myself. And unfortunately, with the career path that I'm taking, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible at the end of this year. With all the amazing things, all the amazing blessings that are coming to me, it's crazy to say I will not be able to go in public like I can right now. And so I've been taking this time to go to concerts, to go outside and shop by myself and roam this world as much as I can, because what I have coming is so big, and it's so great that I'm bound to. It'll be at one point it'll be dangerous for me to be out by myself. I'll need to have security. I'll need to have all these things. And that's okay. This is what I signed up for. This is the life that I chose. You know, I believe that especially after all this, that I'm a prophet, somebody who is meant to spread the word, and somebody who's meant to preach a positive message and really help people. And helping people comes with a lot of strong attachments. It comes with a lot of dependency, emotional dependency on myself. And I'm scared, not for myself, but for my family. I'm scared that my brothers and my sisters will be in school and they will be a target I'm scared that people are going to find where I live. I'm scared that people are going to start showing up and my family's safety is going to be compromised because of this. I'm scared of all this, but like Pastor Jeremy always told me, he said those who are with us are greater than those who are with them being the enemy. And so I know that as long as I'm able to open my eyes and see, I'll see that